You know what I honestly think? Before getting a driver's license, everybody should have to tow a trailer at least once. Not because everyone needs to become an expert tower, but seriously, because until you pull something big and heavy behind you, most people truly have no idea what truckers and RV owners deal with every single day. And after towing your RV, I see truck drivers completely different now. Okay, I admit it. Before we started towing, I used to look at truckers differently. Why are they slowing down? Why are they swinging so wide? Why don't they stop faster? Why are they taking up so much space? Then I started towing a large camping trailer myself, and suddenly everything changed. You realize very quickly that towing something large completely changes the way you drive, think, brake, turn, merge, and watching everything. And honestly, it gave me a whole new respect for truck drivers. The first thing that really shocked me is how much visibility you lose. You're constantly checking mirrors, cars disappearing behind you and beside you, people sitting in blind spots without realizing it, and that's just with an RV trailer. Now imagine doing that all day in a fully loaded semi-truck over 40 foot long. You suddenly realize truck drivers aren't being difficult. They're managing massive vehicles with huge limitations compared to regular cars. The next thing you notice fast is heavy trailers do not stop like cars. You learn very quickly to leave extra braking distance. You start monitoring traffic way ahead of the vehicles in front of you. You stop making aggressive lane changes, and suddenly you understand why truckers leave those large gaps in traffic. Because physics doesn't care if the guy behind you is impatient. And honestly, this is the part that scares me the most sometimes. People in regular cars will pull in a gap right in front of you with only a few feet of space, then slam on their brakes like you're driving a Honda Civic instead of hauling thousands of pounds behind you. And the crazy part is, just because you're being careful and leaving lots of braking space, people see that gap and think it's empty space for them to jump in. And they don't realize the space is there for safety, not for their convenience. I generally don't think drivers understand how dangerous that is. When you're towing heavy weight, stopping distances change dramatically. You can't just instantly stop on demand. Sorry, probably you noticed that really affects me. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Okay, now I'll try to calm down a little bit. People who have never towed before don't realize how mentally tiring it can be. Crosswinds, steep grades, fuel stations, backing up, watching trailer sway, checking mirrors every few seconds, planning turns early. Then there's turning radius. That is a science lesson in itself. So it's something that I took quite a while to understand. You suddenly realize why trucks and RVs swing wide on turns. You're constantly thinking about curbs, gas pumps, signs, cars beside you, and whether the trailer is going to track the way you expect it behind you. One bad turn can become a very expensive mistake. I recently cut a corner, went over the curb, and blew my tire out. And all because I didn't wait, let other people go, and tried to squeeze in a space that wouldn't fit me. But honestly, my personal favorite is when you're trying to move over into a turning lane at a traffic light with a big trailer behind you and absolutely nobody lets you in. Cars keep flying up from behind you, squeezing past and blocking your access to the lane. Meanwhile, the light is changing, traffic is behind you, blowing its horn, and you're sitting there thinking, guys, this thing doesn't exactly maneuver like a sports car, or something similar that's not probably quite so polite. People who've never towed don't realize that with a large RV or truck, you often need to get positioned early because sudden lane changes just aren't realistic. That's the kind of stress most people never experienced unless they tow something themselves. And honestly, truck drivers make it look way too easy. And that just shows the skills they built over years. And yes, I was trying to calm down, but again, got a little passionate, sorry. Okay, trying to calm down again. So no, I'm not saying everybody needs to tow a giant RV or become a truck driver, but honestly, I do think one towing lesson would create safer, more respectful drivers. Sometimes experience is the only thing that truly changes perspective. And pulling a big trailer definitely changes your mind and your perspective. So, what do you think? I don't know, just thinking about this stuff gets me all riled up. Should towing be part of driver training? Should pulling an RV trailer be so stressful because other people don't give a you know what? And if you tow already, what surprised you first time you ever towed an RV? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe. Thank you, and please, after all, drive safe.